Hey guys, today I'm going to explain the most important and the profitable trading setups that can help to trade and make money on gold or any forex currency. So this is the most unique and the most profitable trading setups that I'm going to explain right now. So if you look at here, I'm going to explain the A plus trade setups. All right, so for that, we are moving towards the uptrend at first. All right. So let's talk about the uptrend, and then we'll go accordingly. So if the market is uptrend like this, I'm going to print the bullish candle like this, and the next candle like this, and the next candle printing a strong bullish candle, next also printing like a bullish candle, and the next candle printed like a bearish like this, and the next candle printed like this, the next candle printed like a bearish candle, and if you look at here, finally the next candle printed like a bullish candle like this. You mean if these are the 30-minute candle printing like a bullish, means the support has been formed at this point. All right, so if the next resistance will be at this point, and if we measure this range, which is plus 30 pips, all right, which is more than 30 pips, it's the perfect setups for the uptrend. So what you can do at this point is you can increase your lot size so that you can make more money, because it has a less risk, but there is the expectations of high return at this point. So all the mutual funds, hedge funds, banks, and the retail broker or the big broker, all of these parties are looking for these setups to make a buy so that we can get a lot of volume at this point. And if the next candle printed like this, you can enter into two ways. So the first way is you may entered immediately after the opening of the candle and put your stop loss below the previous candle. It's called the conservative stop loss. All right, and some peoples are also waited for the candle to create the wicket first and breaking the high of the previous candle, so they may get entered at this point by putting their stop loss below the current candle, which is also called the aggressive stop loss. So it depends, but the truth is both the parties are entered in this type of setup so that you can get the candle like this, a bullish candle. All right, you can expect like this, and the next candle printed like this, hit your TP. You can secure your profit like 30 pips, 50 pips, 60 pips, whatever the range. So it's the perfect setups for in the uptrend. So you have to meet some conditions to go in a uptrend. All right, so to trade in this type of trading setups, you need to see some conditions like so the conditions number one is the overall trend was overall trend should be up. All right, and the second thing is high volume. All right, so high volume, so it only happens at the time of high volume, like the London Open, pre-London, London Open, and the pre-New York, New York Open, pre-Asian, Asian Open. So these are the high volume time. So the third thing that it should fulfill is there should be enough range, means more than 30 pips. All right, 30 pips, 30 plus pips target should be. And the fourth thing that it need to be fulfilled is like the all right, so the another thing is clean traffic to the left, means there should be the clean range to the left, so that clean traffic. All right, so that you can execute your trade in the upper side. So if these fulfill this type of requirement, then you can take your buys in the uptrend. So it's the A plus trading setups. I almost always looking for this type of setups and increase my lot size. It really worked me and making more money. You can see my YouTube channel and my Instagram as well. Well, to share my screenshot of the profit. So I would like to request you guys to like, comment and subscribe my YouTube channel if you find something informative and interesting, and also do not forget to hit the bell icon button so that you can get the videos at first. So this is the best YouTube tutoring channel where you can get a lot of information about the forex. So let's proceed to the another type of pattern. All right, in the uptrend, like I'm going to tell you something very interesting in the uptrend. So the second pattern I'm going to talk about is to same thing in the uptrend. So if you look at here, the next pattern is that I'm going to talk about is the same in the uptrend. So if the overall trend was up like this, the candle printed like a bullish candle, the next candle printed like a bullish, and the next candle also printed like a bullish, next candle also printed like a bullish, and then immediately the next candle printing like a bearish, means the resistance has to be formed at this point. All right, and the next candle printed like a bearish, and if you look at it here, the next candle printed like a bullish. So can you make a buy? It has also created like a, this one is the, sorry, I'm going to explain. This one is the low, this one is the higher low. 30-minute candle close bullish, support has to be established. So can I make a buy? So ask always, can I make a buy? Obviously not, because there is not enough range, less than 30 pips. Means what would be our best choices? So we are looking for the next candle to be printed like a bullish. All right, and the next candle printed like a small body bullish but above the resistance. And if you look at this type of patterns, so if the next candle just printed like a, at first it has a wick down, grab some sorts of a liquidity, breaking the high of the previous candle, your entry should be right at the moment. You can increase your leverage, you can increase your quantity so that you will get a good range to the left. So this is the perfect A plus setups. All right, the another A plus setups is this. So always look for this. So there is a higher probability that the next candle will continue to push like this in the uptrend. So the initial requirement is you should find some sorts of a bullish candle printing above the resistance, small body candle. You can get an impulse entry after breaking the high of the previous candle, so that you can get a good range. So some initial conditions that need to be fulfilled is the first conditions. Okay, I'm going to talk about the conditions. All right, so the first condition is market trend should be up. All right, trend should be up. The second thing that it need to fulfill is the candle close above the resistance should be small. All right, and the third is the execution candle should create the wick at first, then need to break the high of the previous candle. So this is the third requirement. All right, this is the third requirement, execution candle. All right, and the fourth thing that you need to remember is high volume. So this only happens when there is high volume at the market, like a pre-London, London Open, pre-Asian Open, and the pre-New York and New York Open. All right, so if you find this type of setups, do not hesitate to execute buy on it so that you can make more money. And the high volume. All right, the fourth conditions, high volume. And the fifth condition that should be fulfilled is there should be clean traffic to the left. Means you should have enough range, more than 30 pips range to the left, so that you can execute like this type of buy in the uptrend. So all right, so enough range means clean traffic to the left. So the another things that you need to be considered is these things more often happen at the point where there is not enough range after creating these supports. All right, so you have to consider these things while executing the trade. It's a plus setups. You can increase your lot size. So guys, this is the perfect setups for the uptrend. If you guys like this video, if you feel interesting and some informative videos, then please do not forget to hit the bell icon button, subscribe my YouTube channels, likes and comments, so that I can keep going and uploading this type of videos more and more. So let's talk about the same trading setups in the downtrend. So this is all about the uptrend setups. I'm going to move towards the downward setups. All right, A plus setups where you can make a lot of money. These days you can get a huge volatility on gold, and there is also a high probability that you can make more money at this point. So A plus setups on downtrend, we are talking about this right at this moment. So if you look at here, if the candle printed like the bearish candle like this, another candle printed like a bearish like this, making respecting the previous high, creating like a bearish candle, the next candle also printing like a bearish candle, and the next candle also printing like this on a down. And if the next candle printed like a bullish like this, support has to be formed. So ask yourself, if the trend, overall trend was down, can you make a buy? Obviously not, because the overall trend was down. So why should we go with the counter trend? Because it's not the confirmations. I will talk about the counter trend video on another video as well. So if you want to watch that video, do not forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. All right, and the next candle also printed like a bullish like this, next candle printing like a doji type of bullish candle, and the next candle printed like the okay, let me make the bearish candle like this. What you see, the resistance has to be formed at this point. And if you see that this has the enough range more than 30 pips, means it's a tradable zone and it's a perfect A plus setups. If you guys do not believe me, please go and watch the videos of the most successful traders. Most of the peoples in the world, most of the traders in the world are making exactly the huge amount of money to follow the same strategy. All right, so if you don't want to lose more, please, I'll request you, follow this pattern. You will print a huge amount of money. You can recover your losses. All right, so if the next candle printed like this and respecting the previous high, breaking the low of the previous candle, you may enter at this point or immediately after the opening of this candle. If you are the let's say the conservative traders, you may put your stop loss at this point, execute immediately after the opening of the candle. But if you are the like a aggressive trader like me, I used to do the trades on impulse entry much. So you may wait for the candle to create the wick at up, respecting the high of the previous candle, breaking the low of the previous candle. You can exactly execute your trade at this point, and you can expect like this candle and the next candle like this. All right, so please put your hands on your heart and tell me the truth. How many of times you may see exactly the same patterns and you are seeing the people making money many times? All right, so this is the perfect A plus setups. For this, you should have to fulfill some conditions. So market should have to fulfill some conditions. So the first condition is overall market should be down. The second is resistance has to be formed. The third is clean range to the left, more than 30 pips. The fourth is high volume sessions, maybe pre-London, London Open, pre-New York Open. All right, so I'm not concerning more on Asian sessions. And the final thing is what? The tradable range should be bigger. All right, so if you do follow this strategy, and if you see this type of conditions has to be fulfilled, then immediately open your trade and make more money, print like a money. All right, so be a money machine if you do follow these things. So once again guys, I would like to request you to subscribe my YouTube channel so that you can get the more informative videos like this. So let's move to the next setups on a downtrend. So the next setup that I'm going to talk about is, let me skip the papers right now. So the next setups that I'm going to talk about in a downtrend is something very interesting. All right, A plus setups. If the candle printed the bearish like this, the another candle printed like a bearish like this, another candle printing like this, another candle also printing like this, and the next candle printed like the bullish. So the support has to be formed at this point. So always ask yourself, can I make a buy? Obviously not, because the overall trend was down. I'm waited for the next candle printing like this, bullish, and the next candle you will see the twist bearish, and it has created the resistance. If you measure this range, it's less than 30 pips, like 15, 17, 11, 12 pips. You are not going to execute the trade because there is a support and there is a high probability that the price would reject it from this point as well. So it's a highly risky trade. So I'm not going to recommend you to execute the trade like this. So you are expecting the next candle to be formed at bearish, the next candle printed a small body but bearish. All right, so what's the probability that the next candle will continue to push down after breaking the low of the previous candle? It's going to be very, very high. So if you look this type of small candle, body candle, you may wait for the next candle to open, retest back, or make some pullback, or say you are waiting for the liquidity grabbing at this point, respecting the previous high. You'll execute exactly here, and you are expecting the candle like this and then like this. So if you look at here, we're expecting the candles like this. This is the perfect setups in the downtrend. So the requirement, or let's say call the conditions, has to be fulfilled. So the first condition should be, overall trend should be down. All right, the first condition. Second conditions, candle close below support and should be small, as well. All right, and should be small. Okay, and should be small. The third thing that it should meet is high volume, obviously. All right, high volume, like a pre-London, London Open, pre-New York, New York Open as well. And the fourth is clean traffic to the left, like at this point. If you look at here, you should see the clean traffic. All right, clean traffic. So if you see this type of criteria to be fulfilled on a downtrend, then you may execute your trade on a sale so that you can make money. So at last, I would like to request you to once again to subscribe my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon button so that this type of informative videos will reach to you. So having saying this much, I would like to wrap up the videos, and we'll meet you soon to the next video. Good luck. Bye bye.